Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Stranded Alien Dawn Jungle, episode 17, Upgrading the Base. Well, I was planning on keeping these things off, but if I need silicon for extra electronics crafting, I have no choice but to flick those on. Well, no, that's not true. I could go mining for it, but I think given that I'm defending against like waves and waves of enemies, running out to go mine silicon's a terrible idea. Oh, for a second? Man, there's so much debris here. Imagine if I made the base here, I'd be like, wow. I think the debris is programmed not to land on you. But it's funny that all this debris is landing within the same, like, 100-meter circumference of one another. All the traps are rearmed? Yep. Too bad flamethrowers don't pre-cook meat. Although I'm not really sure I would want pre-cooked insect meat. Wouldn't have much to do with. I don't mind idleness. Idleness is fine. One thing I could do is, yeah, let's just have sexy carbon towers. Completely unnecessary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's so completely unnecessary. Because it's not like the towers ever really get attacked. But now if the walls fail, the towers are gonna be very hard to get through. And I'll start just the entrance that gets attacked the most often. I will replace into carbon fiber as well. So we'll have, you know, toughened defenses. We're about halfway done printing up some extra silicon, if you're wondering. Because that's why everyone's idle. And I guess I'm gonna go on an expedition because, like, I have really nothing else to do. So, debris or cargo? Or shooting star, I guess. 'Cause that's So I got cargo pod debris, spaceship debris. Where's and shooting star? What do you guys vote on that? All of my sausage is about to spoil. So between defensive waves, I'll get more sausage palm. And there's plenty of space in my freezer. In fact, I don't really have a lot of meals. So it'd be really good if I got a lot of sausage palm. So I have a lot of veg. I have 640 vegetable, but I have basically no meats. What could I put in here that would be better? Dried meat and animal fat, maybe. Because animal fat won't decay that quickly, I don't think. Oh, no, it says under a roof indefinite, yeah. And then under a roof for dried meat will be 48 days, which is fine. All right, we'll go see about a shooting star. It's already done. There was a cocoon-shaped nest in the middle of a small crater. Around it scurried huge insectoids, busy at work clearing the area and dragging dead animals into the nest. I have no doubt in my mind that this nest and its creatures that occupy it have fallen from space, but I do not think it's a good idea to go anywhere near them. Lovely. We're getting zerged. A cause for celebration. Sure. Celebration in 4 hours. I'll actually try to have them get married today. Come on, hurry up. Everyone's standing around in their guns and armor. No, see, can you... It's 1400. No, I mean, not 1400. It's, well, I guess technically, yeah, 1400. Here we go. Did I do it? I must have done it. You're all attending, right? Yay! Throwing confetti. But, like, these idiots are throwing it into their own face. There we go. They're married. Simon and Rita got married. I should have put the wedding arch underneath the ensemble relay. It would have really gotten lit up. Okay, good news is we're starting to get more silicon rather, for electronics. And slowly our defenses are looking more and more like Tron. Okay. The freezer's now getting stockpiled with the sausage meats, so we're not having issues with food shortages. And oddly, very calm. Quite the lull in attacks. Considering, like an hour ago, I was getting back-to-back attacks. The game wants me to celebrate the wedding, I guess. Music night. Sure, Sora. Sounds good. We'll play the didgeridoo and handpan. Is the comms really like a RimWorld chip reactor? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It slowly charges up, and the entire procedure will reset if it loses power. So I have an insane amount of backup power so that that doesn't happen. I have 600 watts of backup power that can flick on at a moment's notice. Would I recommend the game? Yeah. I think it's... So this is the third time I've played it. I've played the other two biomes. So there's 3 different biomes. There is standard forest, there's a desert, and then there's this new jungle one. This new jungle one's pretty new. And then there's 3 scenarios. There is a standard crash-landed scenario, there is building a trade emporium scenario, and then there's this one, the military outpost scenario. So given that there's like 3 biomes and 3 scenarios and like, I don't even know how many characters to pick from, there's a pretty decent amount of replay value, making it, I would say, worth your money, but it really depends if you love the genre or not, because if you don't love the like colony survivor builder genre, then yeah, like avoid it, because it's not the best of the genre. But if you've already played games like RimWorld, and going medieval and things like that, and you want another game to add to your repertoire, this is a good game to add to your repertoire. Not the best game in the genre, but a pretty solid one. Could you build a mech army? You could. You definitely could. In fact, I could work towards extra mech cores. How should I spend extra CPU electronics? Turrets, guns, mechs. Because if I don't require continual maintenance, I'm happy to work towards, you know, other things. Provided my stupid ceiling lights stop breaking down. Music night. Look at how happy they all are. Every single one is like maximum mood. Every single one is max happiness. Wedding and music night, they're having a blast. Oh, good, and they're spreading colds. Quinn's in here just sneezing on everyone's faces. Oh, great. So there's no return trip to where that shooting star was. There's no, like, going to the insect nest to clear it out, unfortunately. That would have been fun. Rip and tear until it's done. Okay, we have almost equal amount of fruit and veggies. Not a good variety of them, but whatever. I could also start hunting. Yeah, let's hunt some Noth. And I will... I won't draw their... No, I'll... Yeah, I'll dry it. I'll dry it for the dog. Oh, great. Quinn got sick and immediately sneezed on Melody's face. Because they hate one another. In fact, people are starting to not hate Melody as much. Simon and Sora are... They don't think positively about her, but they're not, like... They don't hate her anymore. Maybe they're just happy to be surviving together. Uh-oh, Simon's interested in Melody. Menage a trois, Mr. Simon. Huh? And Quinn is interested in Sora, but Sora is not interested in Quinn. Not yet, at least. Oh, and Rita's interested in Melody, but is wife to Simon? And Simon is interested in Melody, but is husband to Rita? No, yeah, we're about to be polygamists, I think. So it looks like you guys want mechs. Light mech or combat mech. So, combat mechs cost twice the amount that a light mech does. So for every one combat mech, I could have 2 light mechs. If that changes your the decision here. And I absolutely did not destroy the correct thing. I meant to destroy the stockpile, not the floor itself. Because what I wanted to do was make another solder bench. Because I need circuitry. The Great North Die-Off. There, I'll spare one. Melody's putting on the charm, I know. And I am surprised. I should just mirror them all. So, how about you mirror this, and you mirror this. And then here, we're gonna make mech cores twice. So for a mech core, we need 5 CPU cores and 2 power cores. We have 7 power cores spare, so it mostly just needs the CPU cores. We need a lot of CPU cores. 2.5 more minutes to vote in this poll. Can we brew tea with dried smoke leaf, or does it have to be fresh? It has to be raw. Okay, but we're making with dandelion spores, so I don't really care. What's the most survivors I had in one time? 8, I think is the max. And the comms relay, wow, it is like so weirdly, oddly peaceful. There's almost... Yeah, the power cell generators have basically not been used at all. I'm getting hit with old equipment warnings. Wait, how'd you... You must not have put on new pants. Because, like... Or maybe I never made new pants? So I'll make a new pair for Sora. She likes the ripped jeans look? Yep. So the backup power fired on just there, as you can see. Because during the night I went below 50%. The relay takes up almost half of the entire outpost's power. And it looks like you guys want me to make combat mechs. I will try. So Han, you are idle. I guess I'll go for scavenging. There's just not been enemies, like, oddly. So I'll have Han try to scavenge up some extra CPU cores. I think what I'll do is I'll have Sora put on the night goggles when fights show up. Just remind me to do that. Instead of the good luck charm. I don't have her with a good luck charm. Slightly worried about our weapons wearing out, but if I have another combat mech, that's even fewer firearms that I need to manufacture. So we have 367 dried meat coming. Not bad. A scavenger mech would be really cool. It would. Or like using the mechs for non-combat stuff. So like mechs to be able to haul, like hauling bots, and you know, the mechs are one of the newest things added to the game. So maybe they'll expand upon the idea, because obviously one thing that is really missing, I've said this a few times, is overland travel. Whether it's riding animals, you know, like horses or something similar, or some bug version of a horse, or mechs or something. But like traveling long distance on the map tile sucks. You spend hours getting somewhere and then hours walking home. Your people get pissed. It's not good. So I think it would be great. Plus, it's a little weird that, because I know a few other games have like hot air balloons for overland, like, what did Surviving the Aftermath or End Zone World Apart? One of those two games had like hot air balloons, which really bothers me, because hot air balloons are not directional. You can't go somewhere and return home with a hot air balloon. That's not really how they work, unless like the wind magically allows you to do it. Dirigibles? Sure. Zeppelins? Sure. Hot air balloons? No. You don't get to choose where you go. You just get blown in some random direction. So, I would say also fully replacing hot air balloons with something that's more logical. Because, yeah, the fact that they use hot air balloons in this game bugs me. Like, a little irrationally, maybe, but, like, still it bugs me. So, you know, those would be changes I would see. Yeah, the controls of a hot air balloon is up and down, and then usually, I mean, if their hot air balloon had, like, directional fans on it, I'd be like, maybe, you know? I mean, it's at least it's like closer to the way it would work. But no, it doesn't. You can control where the balloon goes by rising up and down in the wind currents. Yeah, but if all the wind currents are going like east to west, you're not going to be able to explore north. You know what I mean? And that's where this game definitely gets it wrong. But whatever. Alright, we don't have enough for... Oh, reached limit. Dope. And then they land on a little pad, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can defend their use of hot air balloons all you want. I think I make a pretty good point, and you're not going to convince me otherwise, that a hot air, like, any vehicle would have made more sense than a hot air balloon. It's like the only one of the only traveling vehicles that you don't get to choose your direction, and this isn't the only game that has it. So, you know, have some sort of mech flyer. Hell, even have like a hang glider with like a parasail fan hang glider or something. You know, yeah, but not a balloon. Given that you have this like super high tech combat mech to defend your base, and what seems to be slapdash woven basket hot air balloon to explore the world, is like, it's like circa 1700s, circa 2300s. It's like, what? How are they side by side? How old are hot air balloons? Now I'm curious. 1700s? Yes, I was right. Invented in 1783. So you have exploration technology that is hundreds of years old, and combat technology that is futuristic, side by side. Yeah, paragliders would do the trick, exactly. A paraglider with a little bit of lift? Like paraglider with like just like a jetpack. A jet glider. In fact, I played a game, not that it was a popular game, and probably none of you will know of it, but what was it called? Planet Explorers? Yeah, Planet Explorers. Yeah, that game had like jetpack paragliders. It's not a very good game, so don't buy it on my account. But yeah. All right, we're making our first mech core. Cool. I keep scavenging cloth and medicine from these, and ever since I turned on the Honorable Relay, I haven't had an attack. Maybe they scared. What should Quinn do? Make CPU mech cores or explore? Have you guys pick? Paramotoring, yeah. That's a very low-tech solution, very lightweight solution for exploration. I can't be alone to think, in thinking that that it's just too silly that these games use hot air balloons. But perhaps I'm in the minority, and that's fine. You know, another thing at this point, Maxu, being a dog and all, like, completely does not obey gates anymore. So I'm not even going to have these wooden fortifications, because Maxu just goes wherever the hell he wants. Why aren't my backup power turning on? Because... Oh, no, I misread the batteries. I looked at this battery and was like, this battery looks like it's almost empty, but it averages all three out. So I'm 63%, or 62%. Okay. I got panicked, because if this Ensemble Relay browns out at any point, I reset all my progress, and there's just not going to be a way for me to finish it by the end of the stream, if that happens. A distress signal. Hey, Quinn! Jet's voting for you not to bother with that. Never mind, I take that back. You thought the balloon was here to scout for sites? No, it isn't. You actually travel to the sites with the balloon. And that's why I'm saying it's pretty silly. Can you guys hear the screaming? Calm down, Yoda. Rita's looking swole. She's our cook, so she does French press and bench press. Of many talents. Alright, this is gonna look a little weird. But I have a lot of concrete, so I'm gonna make my roof concrete. You know, concrete roof held up by wooden walls. It's really all the craze. Alright, so Quinn will just do CPU max cores. I'm not gonna send him out anyway. Alright, saying I have insufficient materials. I disagree. Oh, there we go. It's the first hostile buggeroos in a long time. I'll get Sora ready. Are we 1700? You know, hold on, Sora, put on the NVGs. I have no idea if NVGs work, when you're in a mech. Also, you'd expect like the mech to have them built in, but let's have her prepare defense. Wonder if I can't barrage the center there. Oh, yep. Hit it. All right, there's one left. Right there. Come on. There you go. And we're done. Cool. So the backup power is fired on. The concrete baking is taking a lot of power. Fine by me. Is there... What can I upgrade the walls to? Oh. There we go. Wooden wall. I can make them out of stone. That might look good. That'd be cheaper than, concrete. But selecting the walls individually is actually really... Oh, there we go. Stone wall. I'm just looking for, like, projects to work on, because I definitely am not needing to do very much right now. The game decided not to throw any curveballs my way, which is nice, but slightly boring. Oh boy, we have a solar... oh, yeah, it's not good. So we have a solar flare right now, and what happens during a solar flare is you use twice as much power. Because we researched something that makes it so that solar flares don't affect us as hard. Doesn't shut things down, but it does make things use twice as much power instead. So, yikes. The backup power is not flicked on, though. So our renewable power is able to handle the load at the moment. I don't know how long that'll last. Han, I predict we're going to be out of stone. How do I manage food with so little farming? Well, this is the jungle map tile, so it has just an unbelievable amount of wild food that you can just harvest. So you don't really need to farm anything. I do have farms here. I had farms, and I just destroyed them because I wasn't even using them. That's how little of a demand we have for food. You're not trying Saltu yet? Yeah, Saltu, a little bit of spoiler. So the trees have meat, palm meat. There's dandelion spores, which are vegetarian and also medical. And then they're kind of everywhere. My map RNG did not have a lot of palm trees, coconut palms. But normally in most map generation, you'll also have tons of coconut palms as well. But if I click here, you can see there's like, all of these are sausage palms. Every single one of these trees is sausage palms. So that's like thousands and thousands and thousands of food just like sitting on wild trees. So it's really not all that necessary to do your own farming. And then there's tons of animals that are really easy to kill on this map tile as well. There's Noth. Noth are kind of like equivalent to like pigs, I guess. These are Shogu. Those are like, well, they're both like pigs. Noth are more like cattle, maybe. And they're slow moving and they're easy to shoot and they yield a lot of meat. So it's very easy. How's the power grid? We're still good. Batteries have still not browned out. They are discharging. But it's not as bad as I thought. So we have one of the 2 mech cores, and I am working on getting the CPU cores. So we're 2 CPU cores shy of the second mech core. No point in doing farming then? Well, there might be a point. It really depends on your map RNG. So for me, for instance, the coconut palms, I don't have any wild coconut palms anywhere near me. So it's still worth farming those. There's also, I stopped farming grain, but for the longest time I was farming grain. And you know what? I could go back to farming grain because there's not a lot of wild grain around me either. So you just farm the things that you need. Don't bother with what you have in abundance in the wild. Would be my 2 cents. And yeah, you do. Your players, your characters will like the variety, absolutely. So there is an advantage to having a variety of foods. So that's why I get some buttermelons, I get some dandelion spores, I get some coconuts, I get some dried meat, palm meat, and grain. So that I have a pretty wide variety of foods to keep them happy. Looking good. This is quickly looking a lot more defensive bunker. Oh, we have some Juno demolishers coming into this next group. I forgot to take off your night vision goggles, but oh well. These Junos are pretty tough cookies. Individual bedrooms do give buffs, yes. Yep. Take a look at the moods here. We have got private bedroom, comfy beds, creature comforts when you have floor coverings. Oh, we must be already crafting the second mech core. Yeah, Simon's already started it. I was about to turn on the turret, but then realized that the backup power just flicked on, so I'm going to hold off on that. And here comes the enemies. Sora, get to the mech. Simon and Han get drafted, and then I'll just have to make sure that nobody leaves the compound. So they're coming from the back. Oh, you know what? Don't flick on the turrets, because I don't want the demolishers to be encouraged to attack the back walls, as I think that will be ultimately more destructive than productive. Thank you for tuning in to Stranded Alien Dawn Jungle, which originally streamed live on Twitch August 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, it also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow viewers.